Namaskaram. I'm with Shashikant Oak. He's a living legend on Naadi astrology. He's been studying Naadi astrology for more than 4 decades, and he's also written several books on Naadi. And I have the pleasure of having him here live with me, so I'll record the session. And this will be casual. It's just a conversation Q&A. So, pranam Shashikanti, and thank you so much. So I wanted to just begin our discussion with, the basis of this. So I am writing a book on Nadi astrology, and one of my objectives is to dive deeper into the Nadi subject. And there is nobody better in India than Shashikant Ogji to ask these questions. I have already read his book. So these questions are actually above and beyond his book. So if anybody is watching this recording, I would recommend them to first read his book and then, to get all that information, and then this video would make more sense. So, um, anything you would like to state up front, or should we start with the first question?
I don't have to say now for the time being. As and when
Okay.
we start talking about it, I'll have to some tidbits. I'll let you know certain things about me also. And thanks for saying good things about me. I have limitations. Number one, I do not know Tamil language. I do not have any basic knowledge of astrology either. So, with these two things, I have ventured into this particular realm of Nadi predictions without knowing actually where am I going to begin with. Yet, after a certain period, I was told by Maharshis themselves that you don't bother about what you don't have. You keep on doing the work what is coming in front of you, and that is how I went ahead, and that is how I am now after about say 30 years plus. That's all.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. So, so the first question I had put down, and this is another question that was also from Reverend Bill, is I'm curious, apart from these individual predictions that we've had,
Hmm.
um, ha now there's a, it's a, let me just clarify this question. Are there nadis on history, global predictions, science, other nations, and other subjects that are in India, or they were in India and they were taken away by the British or burnt or whatever? But if they are in India, have you seen them, or have these been read, or what else? Any information on these other nadis?
Number one, regarding the history of a particular nation or a piece of land. Number two, global predictions. These two issues, I feel that the Maharshis have not taken in their hands, because that is a separate altogether a chapter. And because you and me think that what America stands now, north, south, USA, Canada, and whatnot, these are the geographical boundaries of a particular period. Merchants do not bother about it. And in one of the readings, they have said that we do not want to create that type of a situation because of our readings, that there will be some sort of a friction or some sort of uneasiness between the pieces of those people, those who are residing into that place. Even for that matter, they have not called is this as a Bharat also. So they say this land where you are now. So
Hmm.
this is what I feel, that they have avoided giving predictions about a piece of land, or for that matter nations, states, or whatever be the case. And therefore the history of or rather global predictions they have avoided, which other way around Nostradamus had ventured to do. And
Mm-hmm.
Nostradamus had to run away from one country to other to avoid getting killed because of the predictions what he had made for a particular king or a queen or for that particular piece of land. And probably that may be one of the reasons as to they do not want to go into this. When I'm
Okay.
saying this, in some cases, in some point of time, the indications are given that what is going to happen. Say, for example, there are two things which are in our heart, that what type of a menace this particular no, Pakistan, I'm with reference to India, I'm talking, is going to end, where it is going to end. And is it going to end in favor of India or something else? This particular answer, this was not an answer to a question, but in indirect reference, they said that this particular country will get destroyed by themselves. Don't Nobody is going to do anything for that. They themselves will create situation, and their the existence of that particular country may not be there after a certain period. When not, they have not said how that they have said, but this is only a passing reference. This is not an answer to some question. While in their own way of doing things, they have said. Even for that matter, in some other cases also, say for example, there was a question in one of the chapters saying, will Taj Mahal become the abode of Lord Shiva? The answer to that, they said, it's not going to happen that way. It will happen in a different way, but the situation will not change. The Taj Mahal will remain Taj Mahal only. Only thing, the people, those who this thing, people will come to know that the history of that particular thing, it was not originally meant as a mausoleum or the kabar of that particular lady. That much awareness will be there, but the very face and this thing that demolish that and create another temple and all, that's not going to happen, is the answer. So some
Okay.
glimpses are there regarding the science and technology. Maharshi themselves have said that very soon we will discard this leaves, the palm leaves, and we will switch over to the modern techniques by which we will be able to speak to you. We will talk in our own language or language in which we feel that we will be talking, but you will listen to you in the language in which you understand. That's all. I think this much explanation is enough for this question.
Okay.
Am I clear? Because as I see, my thing is very hazy, my face.
Yeah, this is maybe, yeah, that's fine. I think it's the camera on the laptop. But
Okay.
so one of the things I just wanted to clarify, that I had read somewhere that these nadi leaves, these palm leaves, which were on these different subjects like arts, science, they were taken by the British to and taken away from India. Have you also heard something similar, that nadis on different subjects were taken by the British to England?
I have a different take. The Britishers themselves did not have any intention of taking it uh, to England, or for that matter in London, and keep them into one of the museums or whatever that is thing. No, it is not. This whosoever has said has not actually understood the significance of this particular leaves vis-a-vis language. Say, for example, you are a Britisher who have got the authority to take away whatever you feel like, but will you like to take something which is very precious, or all these dry palm leaves, which nobody understands, other than the person those who are here in this place? And what is written there, if it is not known, nobody would even look at it. So I do not subscribe to the view that they were taken to England and they were taken for preservation or something, nothing. But in some cases, those who were doing the Indological study and those who were doing some sort of a reading, reading in the sense they were studying about the Indian philosophy and all. They understood certain importance and some leaves, most probably pertaining to the Ayurveda, or for that matter, what is called sold in Siddha medicine, they were naturally taken there. That is an argument which can substantiate by itself. But other than that, this leaves which have got no significance to the Britishers, they will never bother to. Somebody sitting in some XYZ place have said this, but there is no, if at all they have been carried out from, taken away from Tamil Nadu to England, where are they then? They are not there.